Street, and he is coming to the AM 570 stage. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you head on over there because he's going to be there with David and Kevin. They're going to be talking a lot of stuff. It's Vin Scully. He is a legend. So he is coming up. Make sure you watch out for that. And again, come on down to the ticket sales booth and get those single game tickets. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. It's over. Sorry, man. Good ass job. We are live at FanFest on the main stage. Live on AM 570 LA Sports, David Bassett and Kevin Kennedy. And in case you are under a rock somewhere, Elysian Park Avenue is now going to be named Vin Scully Avenue. The man himself, the soundtrack to our summers, is here live at FanFest, the one and only Vin Scully.
Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good afternoon to you. I've got a joke. Are you into hearing a joke? Husband and wife sound asleep in bed, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's pouring rain. And all of a sudden, there's a pounding on the front door. So the husband gets up and goes down to the front door, and he says, "Who is it?" And the other guy at the door, who apparently has had too much to drink, says, "I want to push." And the husband said, "You want to push? It's 3 o'clock in the morning and it's pouring rain. Get out of here." So he goes upstairs and he gets back into bed with his wife. And his wife says, "Who was it?" He said, "It was some drunk. He wants a push at 3 o'clock in the morning in the rain. I'm not going to go out there." And the wife said, "Well, you know, you have a short memory. It was just 2 months ago, remember? Our car broke down and 2 men came over and fixed the car. How could you possibly leave a man in trouble?" Oh, the husband gets up out of bed and he puts on all his clothes and he goes down to the front door. And he opens the front door and he says, "Are you still out there?" And the guy says, "Yeah." He said, "Well, where are you?" He said, "On the swing." The reason I tell you that is every team, every human being on the face of the earth, once in a while in your lifetime, you need a push. And that goes for the best baseball talents in the world, which play right here at Dodger Stadium. And what you have to remember, although they have been supremely gifted by God, the great physical attributes that they have. And believe me, having tried to play this game on a collegiate level, which is a little higher than nothing, I know how hard it is for them to do what they do. And they make it look so easy, but it is anything but easy. However, they tire as well. And they get beaten up and bruised and play in pain as much as they possibly can. And during the long, hot summer, they need a push. And for all of us in the Dodger organization, there's one thing that we thank each and every one of you and all of you back to 1958. Just when the team is starting to go downhill, you invariably, with your loyalty, give the ball club a push. And so, if I may speak for all of them, I want to thank each and every one of you for the energy that you project from the grandstand that affects not only the players, the fellas who have to sit upstairs and try to sting one word after another. So for all of us, thank you so very much for coming today, to getting the season off and running before it's even started. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'd like to hear from each and every one of you. I wish I could. One of the great experiences in my life, in all honesty, when we came out here way back in 1958 and we were playing in the Coliseum, Jerry Doggett and I had no idea how we would be received. Walter O'Malley, believe me, stuck with us when he was being told by everybody in Southern California, don't bring the two guys in from Brooklyn, use the Southern California announcers. And Walter O'Malley, who is an extremely loyal person to anybody who is loyal to him, brought us here. And then the greatest single break that Jerry and I received, and that was the transistor radio. Now you're in the Coliseum, and 79 rows away, fans are looking down at almost ants. They were so far away from the players. The transistor radio brought them closer to the team. They knew about Stan Musial, and they knew about Willie Mays, but for the rank and file player, they didn't know. So they brought their radios, not because Jerry or I were doing such a great job. All they wanted was information. But because of the transistor, not only could we talk directly to the people in the ballpark, the people would react to whatever dumb thing I might have said. One of the great moments was the fact a dull game, maybe 40, 50,000 people in a stadium that could hold over 90.
Dave will be on 4-1.
I'm sorry, I'm being called. Anyway, it was a night game in the Coliseum, and it was a dull game, one-sided game. Naturally, the Dodgers were winning big. And I was thumbing through the umpire's yearbook, and I thought, holy mackerel, Frank Sikori, the second base umpire tonight, this is his birthday. Then I took a really big gamble. I talked specifically to the people with transistor radios. And I said, let's do something that's never been done and probably will never be done again. When we come back from commercial, I will count to 3, and let's all say, happy birthday, Frank. Can you imagine? Sure enough, we came out, I counted 1, 2, 3, happy, and the whole stadium sang happy birthday. Great moment, right? Sure. But then I get in the car, and I'm going home, and I'm very happy with myself because something has worked. And all of a sudden, it dawns on me, wait a minute. Do you realize, supposing no one answered, supposing I say, okay, we'll sing happy birthday, Frank, 1, 2, 3, and I'm all alone. All alone. And I realized that it's fun to talk to the fans in the stands, but it can be a little dangerous, but I got away with that. And one other thing, and I'll tell you what, we'll do it with you. We'll turn the clock back, a game here at Dodger Stadium, Cincinnati Reds, managed by Freddie Hutchinson, and this was the year where they were trying always to figure out how to steal Maury Wills from stealing more bases. So the pitchers were inclined to cheat, and instead of just coming set and stopping, they pitched. So there was a big argument about the fact that the pitchers were cheating. So Maury was at first base, and the balk is called on the pitcher for Cincinnati. A big rhubarb. So now you're sitting in the booth, no game, and everybody's arguing. And all of a sudden, it gave me an idea, and I'll try it with you. The rule for the balk meant that the pitcher had to come stop for 1 second. So I said to the audience, especially those with transitions, how long do you think a second is. So I'll tell you what we'll do. I will say A, and when you think 1 second has gone by, you'll say B. All right? A. Oh, no. We haven't rehearsed enough. So I did just that on the air. And I said no to the people in the stand. Now I know I've got them. So I try it again, okay? Okay. A. B. A little better there, failure here. Anyway, I can say this and mean it, even though I don't know anybody here personally. I really do feel that over the years, my gosh, all the years here, we came in 58, and here it is 2016. Covers a lot. But one of the things I absolutely love, I love you. Thank you. See you opening day.
The one and only Vin Scully.